How's it going, everyone? My name is Kasperanza, and in this video, I am going to be reading the astrology chart of Elon Musk and kind of talk about some important transits for him. So, yeah, I've been wanting to do his chart for the longest time ever. I just haven't gotten around to it until now. So, yeah, really exciting day today. So, the first thing about his chart that really stands out and is super fascinating is that he has his Sun and Mercury both conjunct the fixed star Sirius because he's a Cancer rising. Um, and Sirius is a fixed star that I believe it's at 14 degrees of Cancer in Western astrology. And when you have your ascendant conjunct Cancer, um, not Cancer, conjunct Sirius. It makes you famous. It makes you very successful, wealthy, popular. There's this really great website called Astrology King, and it has some really good information on fixed stars because the information on fixed stars is pretty lacking generally in the astrology world. So this website is amazing. But, you know, it says a splendid and illustrious life, a glorious, mighty, commanding nature, fame, busy, many activities, bountiful resources. And then the other thing when it talks about um, where's Mercury? It also talks the Mercury. So great business success, right? That makes a lot of sense. Help through influential people, worries unnecessarily associated with the church. Okay, that's interesting. I think Elon Musk has said that um, religion was like important or something. But great business and legal success, and that makes a lot of sense because Mercury is the planet of writing, communication, but also business and commerce. So, if you have your Mercury conjunct this fixed star Sirius, you're definitely going to do very well in your business affairs. So, really cool. You could say Elon Musk has a lot of connections and the ability to make all kinds of connections because of that Mercury on that fixed star Sirius. And I think this is why that's what made him so successful as a businessman is that he knows a lot of people. Um, all right, so the next thing on, um, the other thing about people who have placements conjunct the fixed star Sirius is that they tend to be geniuses, in my opinion. I think these are really intelligent people. They have a wealth of knowledge and information. And, it's so important that you listen to these people because they'll tell you things that are amazing. And Cancer is they're kind of like the crybabies, and they have a lot to do with their mother, which is really interesting because remember that thing when Elon Musk's mother was just like, he's not going to fight Mark Zuckerberg, because people who have strong Cancer placements, they tend to be very much involved with their mothers. Their mother watches over them. They're very attached to their mother in a lot of ways, which I don't know. That's just the way the Cancer energy is. Cancer is literally the mother. It's ruled by the moon. The moon is this very soft, feminine, unconditionally loving planet. So it's pretty interesting. But anyway, the Ardra Nakshatra, it it's a very sad kind of placement, but these people make up for it with a lot of intelligence. Um, I think of Elon Musk as he's like one of the richest men in the world right now. He has like what $240 billion. It's a crazy, but he's like the modern like inventor. He's like the modern, and I'll talk about that later with his chart because he has Mars and Rahu and Aquarius. But another example is Nikola Tesla. Is this Nikola Tesla's chart? Yes. So this is Nikola Tesla's chart, and Nikola Tesla, as far as I'm concerned, I think he's probably one of the greatest geniuses ever, and he kind of has this similar placing like Elon Musk. He's also Sun in Cancer, but he has this Venus conjunct Sirius. And instead of his ascendant, it's his medium coli, I think. It's your IC. And the ruler of his chart is Venus, right? So his ascendant in Taurus, it's being ruled by Venus, and this Venus is right on top of the fixed star Sirius. So I just think that's really interesting because, especially because the United States has the Sun conjunct Sirius, and um, the United States to me is like all about business and entrepreneur and like being revolutionary. And so I feel like, I don't know, it's just such a fascinating part of the zodiac wheel wherever this fixed star Sirius is in Cancer. It's just, there's also a lot of emotional memories that has to deal with, but it's just really intelligent. I mean, people who have placements here are just really smart and really successful. Um, so yeah, the other thing that's really interesting is that Elon Musk looks he looks very much like a Cancer in many ways. I mean, he just looks like a Cancer. He has this very round. Here, let me pull up a picture. I mean, Elon Musk has this very round kind of face. He has this. It's just really round and you see this with a lot of cancers. I mean, there's like two different kinds of cancers, technically three. And the reason why I'm kind of like really excited about this is like my descendant is exactly conjunct Sirius. So like I guess you could say like I'm attracted to these people. Like I just like to know about these people because I don't know, like my descendant is there. So like these are the people that like are opposite of me because I have a Capricorn ascendant at 13 degrees. So I'm just, I don't know. So anyway, he has this really round face, and it's just amazing because there's this other famous person who's not nearly as famous, but her name is Joe Frost. She started Super Nanny, and look how similar her face is to Elon Musk. Like that very round face. And it's so interesting too cuz she started the show Super Nanny, and a nanny is about being a mother. Isn't that really really interesting? Like um again, like that Cancerian energy of being a mother, being a nurturing person. So and like she was born on the exact same day as Elon Musk, and it's just so fascinating to see like that kind of Cancerian energy that's really similar. And then, you know, the other thing that's really interesting is that I had a friend in high school who was like my only friend because I didn't, you know, but she was a Cancer, and her sun was at 7 degrees of Cancer, and she looked so similar to that kind of round Cancerian energy, almost like Elon Musk, like that really round kind of face. And my Venus is also at 7 degrees of Cancer, and it was so cool to see. Like we instantly connected with each other because my Venus was exactly conjunct her Sun. So I just thought that was really interesting. Okay, so getting back to his chart, he just has this really interesting Cancer energy that I really really see. Um, Very inventive and entrepreneurial, but you do see the Cancer in there. And then the ruler of his ascendant is the moon, and it's in Virgo. And Virgo moons are kind of timid and humble, so it's really interesting because like Elon Musk is kind of like really out there and he draws a lot of attention to himself. But the thing is, he he is you can definitely tell like he's a bit timid like when he speaks and when he talks. He's not like super um he doesn't seem like super confident. There's a lot of like timidity there and like overthinking and overanalysis, and that's very typical of Moon and Virgo people. Like I also have a Moon in Virgo, so I understand kind of like what he's feeling, like that sense of like not really knowing what to say. And right, because the thing is, if you have Moon in Virgo, you just want to get everything done. You're very productive, you're very efficient. I mean, Elon Musk really is a great businessman. Like it's very funny. Like when he bought Twitter, he fired all those people, And people think that's crazy, but it's because he knows how to be efficient. He knows how to get crap done. I remember he was talking about Atlas Shrugged, which is a book written by Ayn Rand, and he was just like, yeah, the modern world today is kind of becoming this. It's like Atlas Shrugged, where everything it just becomes impossible to do. Like you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't, because there's so many laws and regulations that keep you from being the successful businessman that you need to be. And of course, Elon Musk would understand this because again, he has a Virgo moon. Like they're just they are masters at completing tasks. They are, and Alyssa Sharp says this. I mean, Alyssa Sharp is my favorite astrologer, but she has this great video on people with Moon and Virgo, and she says that Moon and Virgo people, more than anything, right? They're not big talkers. They're not necessarily people in the spotlight, even if you're Elon Musk, because at the end of the day, these people want to um, efficiently, quickly, and in a perfect way get everything done. And this is why I think Elon Musk is so successful and why he does so many things. It's because he knows how to be efficient. He knows how to complete things. So I just think that's really fascinating. Um, the next thing is that he has this, so he has Venus in Gemini. And recently, if you haven't noticed, I mean, you should, is that he's been getting really close with Donald Trump, especially with this Venus at 19 degrees of Gemini. And I already talked about this in my other videos, so you should go watch those because I've talked so much about Donald Trump and his chart that it's kind of like unnecessary at this point. But this Venus at 19 degrees of Gemini is the reason why Donald Trump and Elon Musk are so connected. It's the reason why there's like this instant connection between them because Donald Trump has his sun and his Rahu exactly conjunct Elon Musk's Venus. Kind of similar to how like when I instantly became friends with my high school friend because my Venus was 7 degrees of Cancer and her sun was 7 degrees of Cancer. Her ascendant was also 7 degrees of Cancer. That was really interesting. And I think that's why she looks so similar to Elon Musk in this very Cancer way because her ascendant and her sun are both in Cancer. So it really shows up in her physical appearance the way it does with Elon Musk because he also has a sun and Cancer close to his ascendant. But anyway, Venus is also money, relationships, like natural affinity, harmony. I mean, it makes sense why these guys, Donald Trump and Elon Musk, get along so well together because, and why Elon Musk was a donor of Donald Trump, why he gave Donald Trump money. It's because this Venus, which is the planet of money, is like, hey, here, let's connect, let's unite, let's work together. Let me help you achieve your goals as president, especially because Jupiter right now is at 21 degrees of Gemini and it's about to go retrograde. So Jupiter, especially like a month ago, when Jupiter was exactly conjunct Elon Musk's Venus, like that's when he connected with Donald Trump. So it just makes so much sense that this Jupiter is expanding and blowing up this Venus energy that Elon Musk has. And I think Elon Musk is definitely going to make a lot of money from his connection with Donald Trump. I mean, especially because this Venus is in the 12th house. Things are hidden. It's behind the scenes. It's a little bit sneaky. I feel like, well, I mean, I don't know, like, but I feel like Elon Musk is definitely going to work closely with Donald Trump to get what he wants from Donald Trump. And I feel like Elon Musk should be careful because, you know, Donald Trump has, I mean, he has his Rahu, Uranus, and Sun in Gemini. And for Elon Musk, Gemini is in his 12th house, and the 12th house is the house of enemies. It's that, I mean, not the house of enemies, but it's the house of secret enemies, hidden enemies. So while they look like they have a connection, I think Donald Trump might actually secretly dislike Donald Trump, might secretly harbor bad intentions, in my opinion, because um, I mean, it's Elon Musk. I mean, Elon Musk is like hundreds of times um, more rich than Donald Trump is. Elon Musk is a great inventor and entrepreneur. I feel like Elon Musk is outshining Donald Trump in a lot of ways. Like, if it's not Donald Trump in the news, I often hear about Elon Musk in the news as well. Probably because, I mean, they both have their ascendants conjunct fixed stars, so they're both very powerful and prominent people. But I feel like Elon Musk should be careful because I think Donald Trump might be like, okay, this guy needs to, like, I'm the center of attention here, not Elon Musk. Thank you very much. So I don't know. But the next thing, um, especially because this ruler of his 12th house is conjunct his ascendant. So like, I mean, there's this. I mean, their unity just makes so much sense and why it's so natural. And um, as I'll talk about later, next year for Elon Musk should be super amazing and beneficial. Like it should be. I mean, it's going to be an amazing year for Elon Musk because I mean, Jupiter is in Gemini right now. So Donald Trump, who is a Gemini, he's having the time of his life. He's going to become the president, most likely, which means, but next year, since Elon Musk is a Cancer and has a Cancer ascendant, right, next year, Jupiter is going to go through Cancer, which means Elon Musk is going to step up. Elon Musk is, I think, is going to kind of take on a much more prominent role, and he's going to achieve a lot of great and amazing things. Especially because in August, Jupiter and Venus are going to make a conjunction exactly on the fixed star Sirius, exactly on Elon Musk's ascendant and Mercury, which means some kind of a crazy business deal is going to be made. He's going to achieve something. He might something with his one of his businesses, something like that. Because Venus and Jupiter are the great. Well, they're not the great benefics, but they're the both. Both of them are the benefic planets, and they're both coming together exactly. I mean, Elon Musk, he's gonna. Watch out for next year because Elon Musk is going to take over. He's gonna do some crazy, amazing stuff. I guarantee you. Um, and it's just so interesting too, because like I think just yesterday I saw a video where Tesla released like their new van or something, and it's like this hyper futuristic kind of van. Especially if you look at Tesla's most recent truck. I don't know if it's a truck, but like it's like this alien technology car or something. And this makes a lot of sense because Elon Musk has his Mars and Rahu in Aquarius. And it's pretty fascinating because Aquarius is the sign of science, technology, humanity, and Mars is this very driven go-getter planet. And it's funny how I already talked about this, but it's so funny how literal astrology is sometimes because if Rahu represents what we're trying to get to, and if it's conjunct like Mars, for example, like Elon Musk is literally trying to get to Mars. He's trying to get humanity, right? He's trying to change humanity. He's trying to improve humanity. I mean, that's one of his dreams. I mean, you really see this North Node energy in Elon Musk where he's trying to be this great inventor. He's trying to get to Mars. He's especially because he's so driven, right? He's trying, to rocket humanity into the solar system and into the galaxy. And it's so cool to see that. But the thing is, Rahu is smokes and mirrors. Rahu is taking shortcuts, cutting corners. So a lot of the time it can come off as a little bit fake or a little bit like you're kind of forcing it rather than having it happen naturally. And I feel like you kind of see this with Elon Musk. Like, I feel like he's like with some of the stuff he's put out, like that van, it just seems a little bit like, yeah, it's futuristic, but it's like, is is this really necessary? Is this really, is this really as inventive and innovative as he wants us to think it is? Again, because that Rahu just really wants to get there. I mean, Rahu is interesting because on the one hand, the person can put a lot of energy into the sign and to really achieve a lot, but at the same time, because they're cutting corners, it it's a little bit like not as good as you thought or something like that. But it's also interesting because Mars rules over his 10th house, his midheaven, right? His MC. And it's really interesting because Aries, his midheaven is in Aries, and again, I'm just astrology is very literal, but if you think about Aries, Aries is like shooting forward, like boom, like, and it's just interesting because like the midheaven is all about like your reputation and kind of like the image, and like Elon Musk is kind of like the real life Iron Man. He's also associated with rocket ships, you know, which is very Aries because Aries is very go-getter, very masculine, very like let's go, like let's shoot forward. Aries is also very masculine in the sense like it's kind of phallic. Rocket ships are phallic. And again, it just makes sense that Mars rules over his 10th house and his midheaven is in Aries because, I mean, you just see this like very alpha kind of reputation that he has. And then also conjunct Rahu in Aquarius. Like you see like he's kind of like this alpha guy who wants to help humanity, you know? America has its sun at 13 degrees of Cancer conjunct Sirius, and then Elon Musk has his ascendant and Mercury conjunct Sirius. So you really see Elon Musk embody this American energy, especially like with that moon in Virgo, like firing all of those people at Twitter, getting all of the stuff done. This very aggressive energy trying to get to Mars with his midheaven and his Mars in Aquarius. I mean, it's really fascinating to see. And was there anything else that I want to say about Elon Musk? Yeah, I think that's it. And yeah, stay watch Elon Musk for next year because Jupiter is going to go right over his first house and along with Venus, and it should be pretty amazing. Like I feel like Elon Musk might overshadow Donald Trump in a lot of ways. And yeah, goodbye.